plus that he owes for various legal cases. I'm talking about his fundraising numbers. The latest campaign finance reports show that not only did Trump's campaign raise less than both Joe Biden and Nikki Haley last month, he also spent millions more than he took in. So it should come as no surprise that his daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, who he's attempting to install as number 2 at the RNC, is now suggesting that voters would totally be on board with the already cash-strapped committee footing Trump's legal bills.
Do you think paying for President Trump's legal bills is something that is of interest to Republican voters?
Absolutely. That's why you've seen a GoFundMe get started. That's why people are furious right now, and they see the attacks against him. They feel like it's an attack not just on Donald Trump, but on this country.
Joining me now is Katon Dawson, former chair of South Carolina's Republican Party and surrogate for presidential candidate Nikki Haley. How are you doing, my friend? I shouldn't say my friend. I don't want to get you in trouble with your folks, but you are my friend. So
I'm good. Joey, they all know that. So I mean, we don't agree on much, but we sure like each other.
Good. I'm glad they know. So we've disclosed our that we're pals. Let's talk about this. Is it true that Republican voters would be all too happy to pay Donald Trump's legal bills?
No. There's several things going on here. You got to remember, Donald Trump was the president of the United States, and we were for him. Then he lost. So Donald Trump promised us one thing. Remember, Joy, he said, you're going to get tired of all the winning. Well, I'm with Nikki Haley because I'm tired of all the losing. We lost 2018. We lost 2020. We lost 2022. The Republican National Committee should have replaced her a long time ago. But I've talked to some Republican National Committee members today, and this isn't a slam dunk in March. They called a meeting in March in Houston. It's not done yet. It probably will be done. But Donald Trump last month took $8 million of $11 million raised and put it on legal fees. So I think Nikki Haley is right about a lot of things, and I am for her, and I'm as excited about her candidacy and her success as I was excited about you getting your own show, Joy. I just
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I want to ask you this, because this is the thing, is that Republicans, to me, it seems, have always had a way out. As you said, if people are tired of all the losing, it's not like there's no other choice, right? I mean, Nikki Haley has now competed in 2 primaries, and 1 caucus and 1 primary with Donald Trump. She's going to compete in her home state of South Carolina. What do you think makes people still choose him when he does keep making them lose? They've got her. They would get a lot of the same policies.
I got to tell you, Republican primary voters, especially in the South, have never looked downstream to concern themselves about winning the general election. They don't. They look and see, you run elections off of hope, aspirations, or fear. Trump does a good job with the word fear and intimidation, and it works. And there are a lot of folks in my party that think Donald Trump is standing in the gap between them and the federal government. And we have polled and found out that 72% of most of our population no longer trust the federal government. And hell, I don't blame them. They no longer, and that's on both sides of the aisle, not just Republicans. They don't trust the federal government. And there is a malaise out there. There is fear out there. And when you start running elections on that, Donald Trump needs a smaller Republican Party. Nikki Haley needs a bigger Republican Party. I love the fact that they've been labeling my friend Nikki Haley as a moderate. Boy, will they be disappointed with that, okay? We'll see. There's still a race going on. Donald Trump wants us out the way so he can control all the money. He wants the RNC to be completely controlled. I don't know Lara Trump. I know Donald Trump, but she's probably never been to a Republican Party meeting. I mean, these are members from all over the country. That institution is damaged, and I'm not sure. She'll probably get what she wants. The North Carolina chairman will probably be the chairman, and then he'll probably use the money to pay his legal bills.
And then there won't be money for down-ticket candidates. I don't know how you run elections if he's using all the money.
How about the Senate and the House? You can win the presidency, and you can get yourself a week's worth of executive orders. I got it. You can't get anything else if you don't have the House and the Senate. Now, what we do know on my friend Nikki Haley's campaign is we don't get anything but Donald Trump if he wins. We don't get the House and Senate. And living proof is we lost 2 United States Senate seats in Georgia, Julie. In Georgia. That was when the alarm bell went off with me.
Yeah. Real quick before we have to go. How is Nikki